Ringo TV Reactions, back at you again with another one. What we're talking about is the topic of glorifying teen pregnancy is now normal rather than shameful. You know, there was a time when if a teenage young lady got pregnant out of wedlock, it was not something that people celebrated, you know. It was something that was looked down upon. You know, it brought a lot of shame on the family. It brought a lot of shame to the community, especially if, you know, a well-known family was very influential in the community, and somehow the daughter ended up pregnant out of wedlock at an early age. It was never something that people were celebrating and anticipating and glorifying. Yet in today's day, it's something that a lot of people are glorifying now. So the question is, if teen pregnancy is now a good thing, then why do adults complain when, I guess, older men are having sexual relations with teenage girls? I mean, why that's not celebrated? Because in order for her to get pregnant, she had to have relations with a man. So why we're not normalizing any man just getting with your daughter and just do whatever they do? Why don't we just celebrate that? Because I'm watching what's going on social media regarding the LaTruth situation. And I mean, the amount of women, especially women, and this is how you know it's a red flag, because a lot of women are in these topics and they're saying congratulations. And then the next thing they do is they say, well, I had a baby at 16 and I had a baby at 14 and I had a baby at 17. And so what we have is a culture of dysfunction. And because everybody have failed in life, it's like they're celebrating failure. There's no more shame. There was a time when that would happen and people, you know, they didn't glorify it, fam. It's like when a young lady got pregnant out of wedlock, it wasn't something that people glorified and felt the need to, you know, put out there and share with the world. But in today's day, it's like, rather than women hold young ladies accountable or they speak truth to guide the young women and say, well, wait a minute now, we're not gonna celebrate this thing. Yes, having a child is a blessing in the right context, but having children out of wedlock, that's not kosher. That's not something to celebrate. We need to bring back shame so that, you know, we can rebuild. Because at this point, it's just dysfunctional and bad. Because think about this. If a young teenage girl is pregnant out of wedlock at 15, she destroyed her life. Her chances of becoming a wife in the future is very slim to none. And she's going to most likely repeat the cycle again. This is why it's not something to celebrate. So when I see so many women congratulating, you know, the situation with LaTruth's daughter getting pregnant at 15, and then I see all these people congratulating him on his channel, It's really sick. It's dysfunctional. It's like, what's the matter with society in today's day? It's now normal now. Whereas back in the day, nobody would dare congratulate you if your 15-year-old daughter got pregnant out of wedlock. Nobody would congratulate you. They'll look at you with shame. They'll literally look at you like, okay, what went wrong? Or what are you going to do to fix this problem? Because we can't blame LaTruth and say, okay, it's his fault or it's his baby mama's fault because the young lady made a choice to get pregnant. But it's still going to bring shame to the family, especially to the mom. It brings shame to the mother. Even the Bible says so, that a child left to themselves pretty much brings shame to their mother. It didn't say father. But we need to bring back shame. We need to bring that back because this problem is ongoing. It's like there's a lot of children being brought into the world, and it goes back to what I've been teaching over the years, that women aren't bringing forth righteous children. They're not. They're bringing forth the seed of darkness because the men that they're sleeping with, they're not good men. They're not righteous. They don't follow God, and they have no good intentions. So that pregnancy, that situation of her bringing forth life did not come from a man that loved her. It did not come from a man that wanted a baby. So we have babies that are being born out of wedlock, one-night stand babies, babies of the night. And people are glorifying this as if though it's a good thing. The child didn't even want to be here. The father of the child is nowhere to be found, and people are celebrating. I don't understand that. And up to now, LaTruth haven't said anything in regards to, regulating the situation and condemning the actions of his daughter, and also rebuking the public, because all the people that are congratulating him need to be rebuked. Because that's sick. If y'all congratulating her getting pregnant at 15, y'all congratulating that her and some grown man somewhere was getting it in. Did that man take her down the aisle to make her a wife? No, because she's not even of the age of consent. She's not even of the age of consent. So how is this being glorified? If that's the case, let's glorify, guys getting with 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, and getting them pregnant. Let's glorify that. Let's celebrate that. How about that? See, now, if I say that, now you'll say that I'm sick. But you're not sick for celebrating a 15-year-old getting pregnant? You're not sick because of that? This is the problem. Folks are celebrating dysfunction, and yet when I speak the truth, you get mad at me. You get mad at me. Up to now, nobody have asked the question, where is the baby daddy that impregnate that 15-year-old young lady? Where's the father? Nobody's talking about it. So the cycle continues of another baby born out of wedlock, no daddy in their life. The struggle continues. But women celebrate this madness, and then they cry and say men ain't ish, when they're out here having these babies by God knows who, and the father is nowhere to be found. So who is the father of LaTruth's daughter's baby? Who's the father? Nobody knows. You see what I'm saying? So why would that be celebrated? So let me get this straight, LaTruth. You ain't find out who impregnated your daughter yet? You ain't find out that info yet? Because it's rather sick to be online glorifying this, because that's what he's doing right now. He's glorifying the situation. Because as a father, you're not supposed to be out here being, people congratulating you. And it's like, well, this is normal. I'm just going to do the best that I can to be there for my daughter and blah, blah, blah. No. Where's the shame? Where's the shame, man? And that's sad, bruh. But this is what's happening in today's day. This is what's happening in today's time. People lost the shame. Both men and women have grown dysfunctional now. Instead, everybody is happy about this. This is crazy. So your daughter get impregnated by someone, but nobody knows who, nor do they care. Back in the day, they used to care. Back in the day, if a young lady got pregnant, they would find out who the man is. And you'd be surprised. Sometimes it'd be a grown man in his 30s that impregnated your daughter. But see, sometimes, and I'm going to keep it real, sometimes they know who it is, and they just keep it on the hush-hush because it'll send the internet to another level. It would send the internet to another level that the daughter may have allegedly got pregnant by a 30-plus, probably 40-year-old guy. And he out. He just went about his business. And it doesn't matter how much money you got, because you could be a dude and have all the money in the world, and that's not going to protect no daughter. These youngins make choices out here. And I'm getting word that's coming on the news desk that this was supposed to happen. Because the apple don't fall too far from the tree. You see, the generational curse of single motherhood is a real thing. And when you understand the mother, she's also a single mother of multiple kids, multiple baby daddies. Did my little research. Come to find out, mom is a repeated offender. So it's only natural that the child is going to repeat the same cycle. And see, this is why I have harsh criticism for LaTruth in terms of him not stepping up to the plate to regulate the situation. Because he got with a woman that was a repeated offender. So he didn't make a good choice to begin with. It's not like he got with a woman that had no children, no history. He got with someone that was already out there. And it seems to be an ongoing situation with him too, which is another reason why when I do my content, I hold both men and women accountable. Because LaTruth has a pattern of getting with single mothers. And we got to talk about it. Because in order for us to understand the problem, in order for us to understand the issue at hand, we got to look at the cycle. Because we just can't look at the women and say, oh, these women are no good. We got to also look at the man and see how he moves. You see? So if his baby mama was also a repeated offender of bringing forth babies from multiple men, and he got with her and decided to make another baby, then he's already in the generational curse. Because see, the generational curse of single motherhood doesn't just stop at the woman. It's also a cycle that is continued with the man as well. And for far too long, we've been blaming women for the generational curse of single motherhood, and we never really hold the men accountable. When men are getting with single mothers, impregnating them, knowing that she already have multiple babies and baby daddies. So the cycle not only continued with this young lady's mom, but then he ended up getting with another woman who's also a single mother, who also bring drama, and then post a video on his YouTube saying that she was mad because he didn't want to adopt her kids. Are you seeing the cycle? Why would a man put himself in that situation to begin with? Why is a man interested in single motherhood? Why would a man want a single mother with kids from multiple guys to be his woman and expect everything to work out nicely? You know? Think about that. And see, this is the problem. Why do men get with single mothers? Why? Why do men get with single mothers and then wonder why the generational curse keep going? Why couldn't he get with a woman that had no children and let these women go back to their baby daddy? Because the pattern have only led to him having stress, because all his baby mamas, all the women, all the exes, all of them gave him nothing but problems. Do you understand? And this is the problem in today's day. But see, anytime you talk about this truth, you got weirdos that come around saying dumb-ish like people in the comments, because they have nothing better to do. And this is the problem in today's day. Nobody listens to this truth because we want the generational curse to continue going on and on. For example, we're talking about glorifying teen pregnancy. Now check out a clown that's in my chat. Ringo, why you don't wear fringes? That's one of the laws. I don't wear fringes. End of the fucking story. Now take that video clip and make 1,000 videos with it. Do you feel better about yourself now? Do you feel good about yourself? I don't wear anything. Are you happy now? Now go fuck yourself. You see how easy that was? This is the problem in today's day. And it's interesting when people ask me these dumb questions, because it's like they're hypocrites because they don't even follow God themselves. But they say these things. Do you see me making videos telling people to wear fringes? No. Because that's not my thing. I don't do that. Because I'm not a fucking hypocrite. See, a hypocrite is someone who claims certain beliefs that they don't hold. Now, if I was teaching you in videos that you need to wear fringes and I don't wear them, then I would be a hypocrite like you. But I don't teach that. So I hope that bit of information helped you out. Right? Now, back to the point. Glorifying teen pregnancy is a bad thing in today's day. And it must stop. But it got to stop with the adults that keep the fire going. It got to stop. Because now another young lady is going to bring forth a child, and all the adults in the family are going to be supportive of dysfunction. So if that's being glorified, then how many other households are doing the same thing? How many other teen girls are getting pregnant out here, and it's cool now? Now it's cool. It's cool to do now. You see? It's cool to do. It's cool to get pregnant out of wedlock now. Because if it's being celebrated for a 15-year-old, then that means being a single mother is a good thing. Right or wrong? That means it's a good thing now. So I want to know, Is being a single mother a good thing, ladies? Is it the goal that you would want for your daughter? Because when we look at these kind of videos regarding LaTruth's daughter, the majority of women keep saying how early they had babies. And I'm like, wow, so all of y'all had all y'all babies at 15, 14, 13, and y'all celebrate this? That's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. But this is what's going on in today's day. And when you speak on the issue, people always come to the comments with BS. I mean, think about this, fam. Look at all the problems that LaTruth have with his exes. And you know, a lot of times these guys, they don't like when you share your opinions. They get upset. They call it hate. That's what they call it. Anytime you share opinions and your thoughts, they say that you're a hater. I don't hate nobody. The problem is if your business is on social media, it's now content. Period. That's what we're going to talk about. You're the story of the week. No different than if my personal business is all over YouTube, other creators that may have a vast interest in what's going on in my life will have a lot of things to say. And that only can happen when you put your business in the streets. But now when we examine this brother, all the women that he get with have kids already. So he's also pushing the same cycle. Because as a man, what is the obsession with getting with women that already done have a pre-made family from other guys? Because all you're getting yourself in is dysfunctional misery and madness. Look at all the drama he had to deal with his exes all over social media. It's embarrassing. So the same stuff that he's dealing with, that's what his daughter going to be dealing with. The same cycle. And it haven't even brewed up yet. It's going to get really bad out here. Because if he don't step up to the plate, just like I said in my last stream, and handle this thing like an adult, because in order for the cycle to break, he got to break the cycle. He haven't broken the cycle. He still continue to entertain and support the lifestyle of dysfunction. And that's why the daughter is now walking down that path. Because she was going to walk down that path regardless. Because the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Like I said, the mother had multiple baby daddies, kids out of wedlock, problems. And he decided to go get with her. He decided to go get with her. That's a problem. As a man, who taught you to do that? Why is it that as men, we are more likely to get with a woman with a pre-made family rather than finding a woman that don't got no kids? I tell you why. Because we feel it's easier to get in bed with her. That's why. We feel that if we get with a single mom, it's better for us because we could get free access. Because that's really the goal. A guy that get with a single mom is just trying to hit. He's not really trying to do anything more. But a lot of these guys, they step up to the plate talking about they marrying you. What are you marrying a single mom for? It don't make no sense. You don't marry single mothers. You just deal with them accordingly, but you don't marry them. Respectfully, you just don't do that. That's not kosher as a man. You know? Because I asked this question 1,000 times. Ladies, let's ask you the question. How many of you ladies at the sound of my voice would get with a man? He got 5 kids, 5 baby mamas, and he's telling you, in order for you to date him, you got to step up to the plate to be a single a so-called stepmommy to all 5 of his kids. The baby mothers are not in the children's lives, but you must step up to the plate to provide, cook, and be there for his kids. Help them with the homework, take them to and from school. That's your job. How many of you ladies are stepping up to the plate to be a stepmommy? I'll wait. I'll wait. How many of you ladies are stepping up to the plate to be a stepmommy to a man that got 5 baby mamas, 5 kids, and they crying in his car? And he's like, yeah, those are my kids. I need for you to be the stepmommy, take them to and from school, and be there to cook for them and clean the house. How many of you ladies are gonna sign up to be that stepmommy? Come on in the chat and tell me that you wanna be that stepmommy. Where you at? Come on, ladies. All you ladies that love to talk crap about men and talk about we this and we that. Come into the chat. I want to see who is stepping up to the plate. Come on now. How many of you ladies are stepping up? The number shouldn't even matter. The point is, if he got 5, if he got 4, if he got 3, if he got 3 kids and he had 3 baby mamas, and he's like, look, in order for you to date me, I'm a package deal. And I need for you to step up because I need a woman in the house to cook and clean this damn house. And I need for you to go pick these kids up to and from school because I don't got no time to do it. I need a woman that's going to be a stepmommy. How many of you going to do it? You know? Think about that. How many of you are gonna go step up to the plate? See, none of you ladies are stepping up to the plate to be a stepmommy. None of you. Now think about that, guys. You got 173 people viewing the live right now. You gonna tell me there's no women in there? There's women in that number. But none of them are in the chat saying, yes, Ringo, I would step up to the plate to be that stepmommy. No, they won't. So why do you guys feel like you are obligated to step up to take care of some woman and her kids? Because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. It don't make no sense. But that's what LaTruth did. And he have a video where he said that his recent ex got upset because he didn't want to adopt no kids, her kids. But I'm trying to figure this out. It's like, if you married her, then technically her kids are with you. But I guess she probably wanted him to adopt them as his own. Why would a man do that? I'm not doing that. I don't want no single mother kids. The fuck out of here. I don't want them. They not my kids. That's some other man's problems. I don't want that. If anything, I'm trying to smash you. But see, even under those circumstances, you got to figure out when to say no. Because this is the problem. She know you want to get it in. And she'll use sex to lure you in. She know you don't want her kids. A woman already know that already. But they'll test the market and they'll see, like, let me see if maybe he might take me and my kids in order to get some. Right? So he got with these women that got kids. That's the first mistake. So now in the bloodline, the weakness of this generational curse flow. So by him impregnating a single mother, now the offspring have a weakness, not only from the mom carrying the generational curse, but also the dad who has a natural attraction for single motherhood. So henceforth, the daughter now take on that generational curse, because the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Once you plant the seed, it's going to bring forth the same kind of apples. And that's the problem that we got. You know? So in order for this problem to stop, and matter of fact, before I even get to that point, the reason why LaTruth is not regulating the situation is because he's a part of the problem. He's still suffering from the generational curse. This is the problem. And I don't know what woman he with right now. At the same time, there might be a possibility he might be with another single mother. Because again, this curse, the way it affects men will continually go out there getting with the same kind of woman. That's how it affects men. Men that suffer from the generational curse of single motherhood, they continually gravitate towards women that got kids. They can't find women that got no kids. They don't do that. You know? And that's the problem. It's really, really sick. Really, really sick, fam. But this is what goes on every single day. And thanks for getting rid of the troll, Sherelle. I was just letting them sit there long enough to hang themselves, just so that you can see. But back to my point, this culture that we're in that glorify teen pregnancy is out of hand now. And I just want to know from the ladies that glorify it, do you also celebrate when your 13-year-old, 14-year-old daughters are out there having sex with men? Do you celebrate that too? Like, do you encourage it? Like, do you tell your 13-year-old, hey, it's cool. It's cool. You could go outside and do whatever you got to do. It's cool. Do you do that? Because if you're celebrating teen pregnancies, then that's the equivalent of celebrating her being sexually active. And all this does to the black community is just destroy us as a nation of people. And what's sad about this is when you have men like myself that are intelligent, that actually speaks the truth, I get hated by the community because the community is dysfunctional and nobody wants to change. Nobody wants to do better. You know how many women are raising kids and in their teen years, and they ruin their entire life by the time they're in their 20s when they should be literally getting married. Nobody wants them. Nobody want to marry them. You see? Because at this point, she ruined her life. Why would a man want to take on a woman that destroyed her prime years with a pile of kids? You know? It makes no sense. It makes no sense, man. And that's just crazy. But this is what we got to deal with in today's time. Somebody got to speak this truth. It's now normal to get pregnant in your early teens. And the sad part is the community will begin to support those that do this. Rather than shame, they support it. So what we can expect in the coming months is a lot of content from LaTruth buying baby cribs, strollers, having video content of the daughter at a baby shower. These are all the things you're going to be seeing coming up. Rather than shame, rather than education, we glorify the dysfunction. That's what we do. You know? Because see, if you're a woman and you had a baby in your teen years, okay, you messed up. But did you learn something from it? Did you sit down and say to yourself, okay, I messed up. I was in my emotions. I made a bad choice. I don't want this to happen again. Or did you go out there and continue the same cycle again? Because all it's going to do is mess up your opportunities to get with a man. That's all it's going to do. You're ruining your life. And it takes a father to tell you that. You know? I'm not going to be there to take care of no kids that came through that way. No, that's not nothing to celebrate. I'm disappointed. He's supposed to tell his daughter he's disappointed, but he can't. You know why? Because he would be a hypocrite. He would be a hypocrite to tell his daughter that he's disappointed. Why? Because he's out here dealing with single mothers that got kids out of wedlock. You see how that works? That's why a lot of fathers don't say nothing to their daughters, because they're guilty themselves. So it's not just the women, it's the men too. It's the men too. Men are allowing this stuff to continue. Because he know that if he said something against his daughter due to her actions, the public would condemn him. Because the majority of women that watch his content, they're single mothers. Always remember, the bottom line is the dollar, the almighty dollar. The last thing he would want to do is offend the single mother base that follow his content. It's all business, y'all. And he knows that. He know the majority of women that watch him, that listen to his music, and I'm not hating on this brother. I'm just speaking real truth. The math would make sense not to speak against his daughter if you're more concerned with the monetary gain. And see, this is why in my last stream, I had to speak that real talk, because I know what he's doing. He is not trying to mess up the bag. He's not trying to lose any numbers or any fans. Because the last thing you want to do, see, here's the thing, fam, on social media, right? You got to understand, you got all different types of women. And a lot of them, they don't want to be accountable for their actions. This is why they hate men like myself that speak truth. They hate guys like me. Because I'm the daddy that they never knew. I'm that daddy that was never in their life. So by the time they hear my content, they hear a man. They never heard a man speak like that before, because their daddy wasn't in their life. And it's very tough to hear the truth and realize, man, this is crazy. I didn't know I was this messed up, because they've been told all their life that they're a queen and a goddess, when really they're not. You know? So he don't want to offend the female audience that are single mothers, because remember, the majority of those ladies that are in the comments, if you go read the comments, they keep coming in there saying, oh, I got pregnant when I was 15. I got pregnant when I was 14. You see women, grown women in the comments saying this. Oh, she's going to be okay. She's going to be good. I got pregnant when I was 16. I got pregnant when I was 13. I got pregnant when I was 14. I'm like, man, it's a lot of teen pregnancy back then, bro. Yeah, I remember back in the day, teen pregnancy was a hot mess. Put a 1 in the chat if you could recall back in the day how teen pregnancy was crazy. They used to have commercials speaking against teen pregnancy. They don't have that no more. They don't have it no more. And that's the problem in today's day. They don't even have those commercials no more. You remember back in the day when they used to have HIV commercials? You remember that? They used to have HIV commercials back in the day telling you about, wear a condom, be aware of STDs. They don't even do that no more. They don't do nothing no more. They stopped all of that stuff. Why? Because they want us to destroy our lives. They want us to destroy our lives. There was a time when kids were missing and you used to see them on a milk box. Y'all remember that? You used to see them on a milk box. You used to see all of this stuff. There's a lot of things they stopped. And now, nobody cares anymore. Now it's being glorified. It's just like back in the day, if you were a dude and you were a part of the rainbow, nobody was glorifying that. Nobody. But now look at it today. Are you seeing what I'm showing you? Are you understanding the programming? Now it's normal. Isn't that amazing? So there was a time back in the day where women were congratulated when they finally got married. Now, women are being congratulated when they become a single mother. That's the new wife now. The new modern day marriage is being a single mom. You get a badge of honor now. You a single mom, everybody start praising you. You get baby showers. And the man that impregnated you, he's never at the baby shower. That's sick, y'all. What kind of world we're in now where we celebrate this level of dysfunction? And yet you ladies are wanting a man to come in and make you a wife. Are you out of your mind? This doesn't make no sense. And it doesn't matter how cute you are. It makes no sense. It's really sick now, man. And all of these babies are coming up suffering under these conditions. Because now her baby, LaTruth's daughter's baby, is going to be raised with no father. So we have another fatherless child. And everybody's glorifying and congratulating everybody. So who got to pick up the pieces? Who got to be the daddy? LaTruth. LaTruth got to be the daddy. And now he got to deal with the mental pressure of being a father figure to a child that was abandoned by the man. Come on, man. But this is what's going on in today's day. And when you speak on these issues, people get mad at you. Again, ladies, how many of you ladies in the clouds, because I know you're listening, how many of you want to be a stepmommy to a man that got 3 baby mamas and, he don't got nobody to watch the kids because his baby mamas, they abandon the children. So he got to keep the kids in daycare, and he really need a woman in his life to be that stepmommy to watch, cook, clean. Are you stepping up to the plate to take on the responsibility of kids that are not yours? How many of you ladies gonna do it? And see, this is why I say no to single mothers. Because when I ask that question, I'd never see any woman saying, yes, Ringo, I want to be a stepmommy. I want to take care of another woman's kids. I want to change dirty diapers. I want to cook for them. I want to take them to and from school. I want to take them to the doctor. I want to take them to the park. I just want to be a mommy, and I just want to take care of another kid, another child that's not mine. Not that I want my own kids. I don't want my own kids. I want to take care of another woman's kids. You don't see no woman doing that. And it's sad. That's really sad, man. Because you're literally taking on another woman's kids. It's Especially if you and that woman ain't cool. What in the world are you doing that for? So guys, if women are not stepping up to the plate to do that, why would you think it's okay to take a woman down the aisle with 4 to 5 kids, talking about you trying to marry her? Marry her for what? To take care of the kids? That's a liability. That's a problem. That's a burden. It's one thing if you got with her because you just wanted to kick it with her and keep it pushing, because that's pretty much what you should do. You get with a single mom, you're supposed to make it very clear. I'm just here to smash. That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm just here to kick it. That's it. I don't care how any of you ladies feel. Guys, if you get with these women, especially if you get with a single mom, you make it very clear to her that you're not there to take care of her kids. Do you understand? That's what you're supposed to make it very known. I'm not here to take care of your kids. I'm here to kick it. That's it. If she get mad and say, well, I'm a package deal, you're going to have to accept my kids, blah, 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 then you go. Because she's out of her mind. Because your baby daddy is supposed to be taking care of his kids, not me. Come on now. Your baby daddy is supposed to be speaking into his own children's lives. You see? And that's the issue. The issue is the baby father is supposed to care for his kids, not me. This is why dating single mothers is a problem and dangerous, because you're dealing with children, number one, that are not yours. You gotta interact with the baby daddy. The woman that you with might most likely probably still messing with the baby daddy on the low. It's just dysfunctional all around. You know, when they're arguing, you're in the middle of it. Who wants to deal with that problem? Who wants to deal with that madness? Well, the baby daddies are normally in prison, in and out of prison, because these are the kind of guys they always sleep with. They never really deal with good quality men. Because good quality men would keep a woman in his life and raise his children. Good quality men aren't separated from their woman unless the woman decides she want to leave. Because sometimes you might be a good brother and your baby mama is wicked, is very, very wicked. And she decided to end the relationship because she's wicked. So it kind of would make it look like you're a bad guy when really you were not. So under those circumstances, women a lot of times leave good men because they don't want to follow his lead or they don't want to submit to his authority. He might say, look, in order for you to be here, you got to do X, Y, and Z, and she don't want to do that. This is why, as a man, you have to be careful when impregnating these women. Impregnating a woman is a very dangerous thing to do in today's day. As much as it's a part of life, it's really dangerous in today's time to impregnate a woman, because after the pregnancy, she changes. In the beginning, everything was cool, but she's going to eventually change, and we hope she changed for the better. But in most cases, it's going to be for the worse. And she's going to use the child to her advantage, to have leverage over you. And this is why, as a man, you have to know how to move. This is why I say when you get with women, they should have no children. That way there's no drama. You get what I'm saying? Because if you get with a single mom, there's going to be a lot of different issues, man. And anybody that deny that, you're lying to yourself. So when we look at the situation with LaTruth's daughter, we can see where it came from. It's in the bloodline. It's in the bloodline of the father, and it's in the bloodline of the mother. So now that she's pregnant now, who's correcting her? Who's showing her a better way of life? Nobody. So she's going to repeat the cycle again, just like her mother. Just like her mother, she's going to repeat the cycle again. I promise you. It's not over. It just begun. And this is why when I speak this truth, people get mad. They get mad because I'm doing the job that LaTruth should have been done. He should be on his channel speaking like this. But no, he got to appease to the audience. Again, most of the women that follow his platform, they're single mothers, guys. And it's no different than if you're an R&B singer and your entire fan base are single mothers. The last thing you want to do is condemn the actions of your daughter, which will offend the majority of your female base. Because that's what would happen if he speak against his daughter in any way due to her pregnancy. He's going to lose thousands upon thousands of females that normally support him. They're going to be offended in him because if he speak against his daughter, those very same women is going to hear his words as if though it's coming from their father's disapproval of their actions. And they're going to do and treat him the same way they distance themselves from their daddy, because most of them have daddy issues. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's really going on, man. But this is what's happening in today's day. This is what's going on in today's time. You know? Glorifying teen pregnancy is now normal rather than shameful. Back in the days, if a young lady got pregnant, they would pack her up, move her to family in another state, and keep her on the low key till, you know what I'm saying, everything gets sorted out, because they knew if they kept her in the community, she's going to get pregnant again and again. How many of you knew that? Back in the day, when young ladies got pregnant, the family would pack her up and move her to the south, move her somewhere where it's out of the city limits, because they knew if she stayed there, she's going to get pregnant again and again and again. In today's culture, we don't do that. We keep the kids in the same environment and they repeat the cycle over and over and over. You know? And I know a lot of times people get upset when you're talking about their family business, but your family business is on social media, so everybody's going to talk about it. Everybody's going to talk about it. And that's the problem. Just like when you talk about other issues, just like when people react to other people's information, it's all fair game. This is why nobody's not supposed to feel any type of way when people have content. Because I was listening to a video that LaTruth recently posted, and he was saying that a lot of people is using his name and his daughter's name to make content to get a check. I mean, when I hear stuff like that, it just goes to show that people are disingenuous with what they do. I mean, everybody on social media do content and they get paid. It's a business. If your business is on social media, it becomes food for everybody to eat. And that's just real talk. But don't shame people by saying they trying to get a check and they trying to do this and they trying to do that. We talk about everybody's issues. No different than when Tyrese is going through what he's doing, everybody's talking about it. You understand? When Jeezy going through what he's going through with his relationship, everybody's talking about it. Why? Because it's the story. So who cares who's getting a check? But don't try to shame people as if though what they're doing is wrong when their business is social media. You understand? If you don't want nobody talking about your family business, keep your family business in your house and stop putting it on Front Street. And this all goes back to the kind of baby mamas that a man have that keep running their mouths on social media, being messy. So if you have issue with people talking about your family, I'm talking to LaTruth. If you got issues with people talking about your family, your daughter, you, whoever. Go take that same energy and confront the women, your exes, your baby mamas, whoever, and talk to them about putting that business on Front Street, not the creators on social media. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't like when people try to make creators and influencers out to be bad people for talking about different stories. This is what we do. This is the business. You know? Go to the source. If your baby mamas aired out your family business, go to them, because they're the ones who put the information out there. But don't get mad at influencers and YouTubers and TikTokers because they're sharing video clips and sharing their opinions and their thoughts. Never disrespect the media. Never do that. Go to the source, because my personal business won't be on YouTube for people to talk about. It doesn't matter what's going on. I'm not going to put that on social media for you to be entertained, because that's what social media is. Social media is all entertainment. And people love to hear dirt about people. They love that kind of stuff. And see, the thing is, I'm not one that love to hear dirt. When I hear topics and I talk about different issues, I bring awareness to the problems and break things down and offer my expertise so that people can learn from these issues. That's what I do. I want people to learn from these issues. I don't just talk about the issues to talk about them. I make it a lesson that everybody can learn from, because you got a lot of young ladies that are destroying their lives, ruining their chances to become a wife early. And this is by design. A baby at 15? Come on, man. She's still learning how to damn near tie her shoelace. Now she got to change diapers? It ain't even like, oh, she had an arranged marriage at, 17 years old. No. She just pregnant out of wedlock. That's not good. You know? But that's what's happening, man. That's the problem. Let me see. You said, I don't get it. People getting mad when you check their business after they have posted their life on social media. Yeah. I don't understand that either. It's like people put their business on social media and then they get mad when you have an opinion. That's crazy. See, the thing is that people, all right, let me explain how this works, because this is some real truth. If I'm talking about a topic that don't pertain to none of you, it'll be entertaining. My views would go up. But if I make a topic and it's directed towards you and it's kind of personal because it affects you, now you're not going to like me. Why? Because my topic is more so directed at you, which means you got to now hold yourself accountable. People hate accountability. We don't mind hearing about other people's drama. We don't mind hearing about other people's business. But when it involves us being accountable, that's when we don't like it. That's when it becomes, oh, they talking about my family business. When your family business is on social media. You cannot get mad at nobody on social media for talking about your business when it's on social media. It's a topic. It's a story. It's a story. 15-year-old pregnant out of wedlock. People going to talk about it. People are going to talk about it. And his exes was promoting it all over the internet. Being messy. And that's how everybody end up finding out. So if anybody feels some type of way, they got to go to the source and be like, yo, why you put my daughter's business out there? You know? That's what LaTruth would have to do. He would have to go out there and talk about that, but not get mad or, you know, feel some type of way. It's crazy. You know? But this issue here is a problem that he have to overcome and deal with, because if he don't, like I said, the cycle is going to continue. And if you're a young lady and you're getting pregnant out of wedlock early, the cycle is going to continue if nobody regulate your actions. You know, because it's not about, you know, you have to take the advice. You know, you have to take advice and just avoid the BS, because, you know, you got a lot of people out there that are sick. You got a lot of sickos out there that it's like they're controlled by the devil. I don't give a fuck about nobody when it comes to how people feel about me or think about me. None of that stuff mean nothing to me, because none of these motherfuckers is supporting what I do. Haters are haters. Weirdos are weirdos. You get what I'm saying? Those kind of people are lunatics. So it's a waste of time to be worrying about them. But when people are speaking real talk, real criticism that makes sense, and you're not paying attention to that, then you're dysfunctional, because you should want to do better rather than ignoring the real problem. And the real problem is too many teens are bringing in kids that they don't even want. I can guarantee you, his daughter didn't sit down and say, hey, I want a baby. No. She didn't do that. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like people are getting pregnant out of wedlock and they're being celebrated. And nobody seems to be concerned, because we don't have that shame anymore. It's now celebrated because so many other women do the same thing. And because the majority are having these babies out of wedlock, now the majority rule. So now, rather than it being a shameful thing, it is now glorified as something good. And this is why you really can't teach women nothing in today's day when it comes to, you know, being pure, being holy. You can't teach them anything, because they don't want to hear anything. You teach them anything, they're upset. That's why I say, don't waste your time taking them down the aisle trying to make them any wives. Just deal with them accordingly, because they're going to make bad decisions either way. They're not going to listen to nothing you got to say. You know? They're not going to listen. It takes a strong woman to sit down and listen to when a man is speaking. And too many people, they don't listen, man. You have a lot of sick people. It's like how you have a troll. It's this troll, they keep coming in talking about fringes all day. Those kind of religious people are living in a world of religion, and they have no results, no success, no happiness. They're bored. It's 1 a.m. in the morning. This person made about 3 to 4 YouTube accounts, constantly getting blocked in the live chat because they're obsessed with me talking about fringes. And I told this motherfucker that I don't wear fringes. I don't care what the Bible says regarding that. I don't wear them. What the fuck you want me to do? Lie? Be a hypocrite? I don't wear it. And I never teach it. So what do you want me to do? And this is a problem. It's like you told this person you don't wear these things and you don't teach this, but they keep on pushing and pushing and pushing. What's the matter with that individual? They're sick. That's mental illness right there. How many times are you going to keep coming in wasting your fucking time? And that's my point. You're talking and nobody's listening. What are you trying to prove? If you want to wear fringes, go wear them and leave me alone. You're wasting your time. That's crazy. You're in here being a nuisance. Is that what the Bible says to do? No. So obviously you're nothing but a troll with nothing better to do. And as you can see, I don't care how you feel. And I speak bold and straight to the point because nobody can say anything about me regarding these situations because I'm that straightforward. You understand? No hypocrisy. You see? It's just like when you have Israelites talking about holy days and all this other stuff, and they're celebrating all these different days. That's what they do. Do you understand? That's what they do. I don't follow what everybody else do. I do what I can do. And that's the difference between me and you. I'm not a hypocrite. I'm straightforward. And I don't give a fuck how you feel. Do you understand? I gotta be concerned with my house and what's going on with them. And I'm blessed, as you can see. Because a lot of times, a lot of these people, they're so religious, they're no earthly good. They wear 1,000 fringes and they still going to hell. You got guys out here wearing fringes, but they masturbate every day. But they wearing fringes. And see, this is the problem. You got a lot of these hypocrites that talk all this talk, you wearing fringes and beating the drum in front of your computer. Hypocrite. See, I could go on, and see, this is why it's laughable when you listen to these perfect individuals that think they're so damn righteous. Half of these guys don't even got a wife, don't even got no damn kids. And if they do got kids, they got a bunch of baby mamas that they don't even take care of. Most of these guys are on child support. What is that, man? They getting child support literally garnished from their wages. Now, how you a man, a righteous man, that wear your fringes and your baby mamas are garnishing your wages? Come on now. How you a righteous man of God that wear fringes, keep the holy days, and you got 4 baby mamas that take you to court? Obviously, you not blessed. So save the noise with all this religious bullshit. Because at the end of the day, no amount of fucking fringes is going to make you get to the kingdom. None. Do you understand me? You could be super religious and go straight to hell. I don't worry about all that stuff. I got a lot of other things I got to take care of than to be worrying about some damn troll talking about fringes. If that's what you want to do, you go do it. And see, that's the problem with a lot of religious people. This is why I stay away from those folks. Because they the worst. Ultra religious, no earthly good. You know? Who's going to teach these young ladies? Who's going to teach these young ladies to overcome? And you know that what's even more sick about this is I'm talking about people are glorifying teen pregnancy, and a troll is focused on fringes. That just goes to show whoever that person is most likely an individual that is hurt by the message that I'm speaking on. Because a lot of times you got these folks that are religious and they try to use these things to try to, I don't know if they're trying to shame you or whatever. None of that stuff works on me. Because like I said, I tell you straight. That's why I said, cut the clip, make 1,000 videos, keep promoting my name. You just bring in more traffic to my page because I really don't care. You know? Straight up. A lot of religious people don't care about these situations. You would think that religious people would be concerned with the fact that they're glorifying teen pregnancy, but they don't. They care about fringes. It's really sick. So let me get this straight. You're more concerned about fringes than the fact that your daughter is out here getting pregnant out of wedlock. What's more important? What's more important, man? I'm telling you, people are sick. Real sick. And see, this is why I'm not overly religious like a lot of people. I'm just not. And if anybody feel any type of way, that's your fucking problem. I don't care. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't kiss nobody's ass. And I'm not a fucking people pleaser. Straight like that. Check my fucking credentials. You know what I mean? Because you got a lot of people that they'll look at you and base you on their religious beliefs. I don't care how those folks think. Them people are weird, bro. I'm concerned with the problems that we have in the community that's affecting people. And you got a lot of teen young ladies that are destroying their lives, and you're worried about fringes. When these men have no wives. All of you so-called righteous men can't even find a virgin to marry. You can't. With all the fringes you wearing, you can't even find a virgin to marry. Walking around here ultra religious, and every woman you get with is a baby mama. You can't even find a righteous, holy woman in today's day. And you're worried about some fringes. I'm telling you, man. This world in today's day is sick. People are doing a bunch of work trying to be and appear righteous. Focusing on their outward exterior when their heart is fucked up. And this is why the Messiah said, "Woe unto you scribes, Pharisees, hypocrites. For indeed, you know what I'm saying, on the outward, you appear beautiful, like a tombstone." You know, like how when you go to the cemetery, everything is clean, the grass is cut, the flowers are there. But he said, inwardly, you're full of dead men bones and all uncleanness. Your heart is wicked. On the outside, you give the false pretense of holy, but inside you're full of dead men bones and all uncleanness. That's how a lot of these so-called religious folks are. That's why I don't pay them no mind. They hypocrites. You know? That's like a so-called man posting pics on Instagram with his baby, right? He posts about 45 images of him lifting his baby up, playing with a ball, and it appears as if though he's a good dad. But see, his baby mama know he ain't shit because she know the real him. She know he never spend time with the kids. She know he never buy their belongings. He never provide. She know the real him. But on social media, you folks that are on the outside, when you see those still images, you think he's a good dad. And this is why I don't go by appearances. Appearances don't mean nothing. You got to judge a person's heart and understand their character and what they really stand for. And half of these people don't stand for anything because they themselves are out here perpetuating the dysfunction of teen pregnancy. I wouldn't even be surprised if that's a woman who is mad because she had a bunch of babies out of wedlock and still can't find a man. Because I don't see how in the world could an adult be in the comments worried about fringes rather than the fact that so many teen girls are out here being impregnated out of wedlock, becoming baby mamas, and men are running rampant impregnating these women and leaving them with babies, and nobody cares. So obviously that's a butthurt woman who is mad that she had to raise all these kids by herself. You know? Mad because her baby daddy, she don't know who he is. Again, who is the father of LaTruth's daughter's baby? Who's the father? Nobody knows. And this is the cycle that keep continuing. Nobody knows. Which mean if she don't know who the baby daddy is, that mean she was out there having sex with multiple men at 15. Is LaTruth talking about that? Come on now. Is LaTruth talking about how many men the daughter was out there sleeping with? See, nobody wants to talk about the real. Nobody want to talk about the real. Because that's real talk. Who was she sleeping with? And how many times? Because the business is already out there. That's what he's supposed to be trying to figure out. Because if she only slept with one guy, it should be very easy to locate who the guy is, right? But no, his daughter was in them streets. She was in the streets sleeping around with multiple guys. And this is why nobody ain't talking about who the baby daddy is, because nobody knows. She don't even know. And when a woman don't even know who the father of her child is, she been sleeping around with a lot of guys. A lot. And if nobody's going to address that issue, the cycle continue. These are the topics that LaTruth have to be talking about right now. These are the topics. Not congratulations on being a grandfather. No, I wouldn't want nobody congratulating me. I told you already. If any of my girls go out there, get impregnated out of wedlock at an early age, they on their own. I'm not doing anything for them. They're on their own, literally. They're going to have to go to the government and beg. That's just the way it's going to be, fam. Because that's the judgment. That's the judgment that must be served. Not only that, but whoever the man or boy or whatever, whoever impregnated her, that person's going to be held accountable. Because as a young woman, you got to learn your lesson. If you want to go out there and open your legs, you better be prepared to be a mom. Don't expect your father or mom to come in and take care of your kids, because we already raised you. We're not taking care of another set of kids. That's not happening. You know, you had a lot of women out here that made these choices in their teen years and they regret it. You got a lot of women that might be listening right now that got pregnant early and it ruined their life. And they know it's not something to glorify. You know? It's not something to glorify. Because all it does is sets you back. You're supposed to be focusing on preparing your life to be a wife. Now you're a single mom. Now nobody want you. Now when guys look at you, they don't see you as a potential wife. They see you as a potential woman to sleep with. And then you get pregnant again. And again. And again. And again. And the cycle continue. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of that cycle. That cycle is disgusting. And this is why we got to talk about these issues. So rather than getting mad at the messenger, learn how to educate yourself on condemning these behaviors. Don't celebrate it. Don't congratulate it. Rebuke it. Reprove it. You know? That's what you're supposed to do. You ladies that keep praising young ladies for getting pregnant out of wedlock, like, that's sick. How y'all praising that? Y'all don't supposed to be praising that. And I think the reason why y'all doing it is because you're happy that another young lady destroyed her life. So it makes you happy. It makes you happy that she destroyed her life. And that's not cool. You shouldn't be celebrating this type of stuff. You should pull her to the side and say, look, sister, you're making bad decisions. I did this. It ruined my life. I wasn't able to do the things that I would love to do. I couldn't travel. I couldn't do this. I couldn't get my education, because I'm hearing everybody saying, oh, you know, LaTruth and them is going to make sure she get her education and boom, boom, boom. How's she going to be doing all of that? She got a baby to take care of. So who's raising the baby? Who's raising this baby? How's she in school, but who's raising the baby? So now somebody else is going to be doing this job. Are y'all seeing this? Somebody else is going to be the parent. That's not cool, bro. Nah, man. You got to let her fend for herself on this one. You got to let her fend for herself, but he's not going to do that. He's going to finance everything. He's going to spoil the grandbaby because that's normally what happened. They spoil the grandbaby and never teach the daughter anything, and she become a repeated offender. Pregnant again by another man. She don't know who it is, and then everybody's giving her another baby shower. You know? Another baby shower. When is this going to stop? When? 15 years old? 6 months pregnant? That's crazy. You know? But anyway, y'all, we're going to get up on out of here. Going to get up on out of here right now, do what we got to do. Hope that you learned something from the stream. Because, you know, normally when we do these topics, people are always upset with me. You know, they're never really happy for the content. They don't really appreciate the time that I invest in putting this info out. They just keep getting mad every single time. And it just goes to show how sick society is, how nobody really cares about what's going on with these kids, these young people having these babies, you know? And it can happen to anybody. The point is, are you talking to your kids? Because, see, as a father, you're supposed to be telling your daughter, if you go out there and get fucked by somebody and turn up pregnant, you on your own. You got to resonate those words with them so they can understand that. That way, when it happens, you know, they know they're on their own. Don't wait till when it happened and then you upset. You're supposed to let them know in advance. You know, it's very important that you do that. Because women need to be accountable for their actions. They really do. They need to be accountable. And we can't keep celebrating this type of stuff because it's painful to watch. And the child don't deserve to suffer in a world with no father. Growing up in a world of delusion and dysfunction. You know? We need to stop. Stop glorifying this. Stop saying it's good. It's only good if your daughter got married to a man that actually loves her. A man that cares for her. Then it could be celebrated. But if that didn't happen, if the man didn't love your daughter enough to make her his wife, he defiled your daughter. Your daughter was defiled. That's how you got to see it as a father. You can't see this as a blessing. You got to look at it as a man defiled your daughter and left her with a baby. That's not something to be happy about. That's something that's supposed to make you angry. You're supposed to be displeased and disappointed. You know? That's just the way it's supposed to be, man. It is what it is. And you know, people keep getting upset as if though you're supposed to accept this mess. That's just like if you got a kid and your kid want to go live the alternative life. You disapprove of their actions, but they expect you to accept them as they are. No, I don't accept anything. Just that simple. You could get mad. We don't ever have to talk. The point is, we live in a culture that is dysfunctional, and everybody want you to accept their bullshit. You don't have to accept BS. You understand? You don't. Because these youngins are bringing forth the children of the devil. And this is something that I talk about and people keep getting mad. When you have a young lady get impregnated by a guy, do you even know what kind of man she got impregnated by? Because all y'all keep thinking about is the fact that she's carrying a baby and the baby's a good old baby. No, the baby's a devil, bro. Because if the baby was conceived in evil, if the baby came from a man that is wicked, then she's only bringing forth a devil. A baby from Pookie. That's a Pookie baby that she's bringing forth. That's not a child that is coming forth holy from a righteous man, a good standing brother of truth and honor. No, these women are getting impregnated by men that are devils. You ever see some of these goons and thugs that these young girls love hanging around? Imagine his dirty, rotten seed ends up in your daughter, and she's bringing forth his baby. That's not no good baby that's coming forth, fam. She's literally bringing forth the children of the devil. And this is why a lot of people can't handle the truth, because they know it's real. They know what I'm saying is true. They just don't want to acknowledge it because they keep getting upset. You would want your baby to carry the baby of a good brother. That way we can celebrate. Wow, she's reproducing a man that's a good standing brother. The world needs another man like that. But no, these young ladies are bringing forth wicked ass men, babies. That's what they're doing. They're raising and nurturing babies that are going to be just like their daddy. Like father, like son. Like father, like daughter. And that's what they're raising. A ticking time bomb. Another Pookie and Ray Ray baby being raised. And then when the child is out there doing crazy stuff, it causes more shame on the family. More embarrassment. But hey, this is what it is, man. So we're going to get out of here. Let me give a few shout outs on this Cash App. Shout out to Terry. Shout out to Terry for the $5 support. Terry for the $5 support. Right. Let me see. Shout out to Forever Studios for the $40 support. Forever Studios. Forever Studios for the $40 support. Salute to you sponsoring the show. And also shout out to Mark the Messenger for the $50 support. Mark the Messenger for the $50 support on the Cash App. Appreciate you. And shout out to Brandon for the $1 that just dropped on the Cash App. Shout out to Brandon for the $1 support. So, hey, that's all we have for you right now. We'll be back later in the morning with more content, more topics where we talk about these kind of issues that nobody want to talk about, because these kind of things are affecting a lot of people. And if we keep glorifying it, it's going to get to the point where it's going to be normalized for your 13, 14, and 15-year-olds to be, you know, on OnlyFans, in corn videos, getting their back blown out by grown men. It's going to be normalized. It's pretty much happening right now. It's pretty much happening right now. But it's on the low. Everybody's being quiet about it. But yet y'all mad at R. Kelly. But you glorifying this young lady getting pregnant. Are y'all seeing that? Y'all wanted R. Kelly to be in prison, but you're glorifying this young lady for getting pregnant out of wedlock. Wow. It's amazing. Imagine that. You ladies condemned R. Kelly due to false allegations, condemned him, destroyed his career, called him a pedophile, a rapist, and everything else. But yet you celebrate A 15-year-old that got pregnant. I'm telling you, it's amazing. You ladies are amazing. Y'all are amazing. Uh-oh, we got some news. Let's see what's going on, fam. I probably got another video to talk about. Let's see. LB London says, Ringo, your Keke Palmer prediction came true. Uh-oh. What do you got? What do you got? It's a mess. Uh-oh. Look like we got something else to talk about, fam. What is going on? What is going on? Is there something I need to look up? Because if it is, we're going to have to definitely talk about it in the morning. You know, if anybody got any info, send it to me at Ringo TV Raw on Instagram. You know, you got any links, you got any videos, you know what I mean? It is what it. She wants full custody. Oh man, you know why, right? Because she don't want to give the guy no money. You know? The ex is hitting on her or something. Wow. This is crazy, man. Her mom is going off. I need links, fam. If anybody got any links, send it to my Instagram at Ringo TV Raw to save me the trouble of researching and searching for what her mom is saying or whoever and whatnot. I'll look into that after. But if anybody got any links, you know, send me. You said it's on the Shade Room? The Shade Room website or the Shade Room Instagram? Is it on the Shade Room Instagram or the Shade Room website? I'm not on the website. Let me see. Somebody just sent something just now. Let me see. Let me see what's going on, fam, because this is crazy, man. Absolutely crazy what's going on in these streets. Let me see. Wow, I didn't even click on it. Damn, it's like I just clicked on Instagram and I already done see. Yo, I didn't even click on the message that somebody sent me. I clicked and it's like the algorithm already done gave me the video in question. Let me see.
That his brother was abusive to my daughter and he said, well, I used to be like that too. What? So now
Uh-oh, look like we got some. I'm gonna deal with that. I'm gonna deal with that in the morning, man. Look like we got something to talk about in the morning, man. This is crazy, bro. I didn't even click on whatchamacallit, the message that the person sent me. I didn't even click on it. You know? I didn't even click on anything. But I'm kind of reading it right now, checking out what's going on. Let me see. Keke Palmer's mom respond to who deletes tweet he knew his brother was abusive. What? This is crazy, man. And they got the deleted tweet? Oh, man. This is crazy, man. Let me just get my screenshot before they end up deleting that. Let me get my screenshot, fam. So, hey, did this just come out? Oh, that was 3 hours ago. Okay. So we're going to talk about that, fam. I might even come back on. You never know. I might come back on and talk about that. But it is what it is. But yeah. That's about it, y'all. So we're going to talk more in the morning, do what we got to do and whatnot. And also, let me also say this, because, you know, I don't want this to get out of hand, but to Brandon, if you're going to Cash App, right, don't keep Cash Apping $, because I'm going to end up blocking you, right? I have to address this because we had this issue with people doing that with super chats. Don't Don't keep Cash App and dollar, dollar, dollar like you want to hear my voice every time saying shout out to such and such, because now you're going to piss me off. And I'm being straight. Man to man. Don't do that. If you're going to support the platform, support one time with the amount that you're going to support. But don't support with $1 and then 3 minutes later support with another $1 because you know I'm going to shout you out. Because now I'm not. You understand? Because that becomes annoying, especially when it's just $1. You get what I'm saying? If you support it with $1 and I shouted you out, and then you support again 5 minutes later with another $1, I'm not shouting you out. Because now you're being annoying. And I'm going to end up blocking you on the Cash App. Do you understand me? That's what I'm going to end up doing. So I'm letting you know, and I'm also saying this over the air because it's annoying. We had that problem with people with the Cash App. I mean, with the Super Chat. They would come into the Super Chat and they would post $1. What do you think I'm gaining from you posting $1 in the Super Chat? I don't gain anything from that. Probably 20 cents. I don't gain nothing from you posting $1 in a Super Chat. And you had people that would post 7 to 10 posts with $1 and expect me to be shouting them out every single time. I'm not doing that. Keep your $1 next time. So to anybody in the future, don't waste your time Cash Apping $1 over and over and over and over. It's not going to make me shout you out 5 times. If I shouted you out once, that's all it's going to be. Period. So that being said, I hope that y'all learned something, because I might have to make a whole nother video and explain that, because I'm going to soon start to block people that do that. Because when people support your platform, they don't become annoying by, let me send Ringo $10, but in dollar posts. In other words, dollar. No, don't do that. Because that's not going to get you 10 shout outs. That's sick. Like, do you want to hear my voice? It's crazy, man. It's really annoying, man. Like, I don't understand that. It's annoying. Like, why do people do that? You know? It's really, really annoying. Because, like I said, this is why I don't shout out Super Chats. I don't shout out Super Chats. So if you Super Chat, I'm not shouting you out. I tell people use the Cash App, because when you Super Chat, I don't get what you think you supporting with. I just don't get that. YouTube take like 40% of everything you give in that Super Chat. So I don't recommend anybody use it. What's the point? You're just throwing your money away. But if you use the Cash App, don't be abusive, because you know I'm going to shout you out. And you play these little games. That's why I say what I say straight. That way we know how to move. This is called regulating the situation. And again, if you're offended, don't support no more. It would be better to not support than for you to support and I'm being a fucking hypocrite by accepting your support and I feel some type of way. That's why I'm speaking straight. All right? So, that being said, we're going to talk about this story with Keke Palmer, see what's going on. I got to go look at it, find out what's happening, and we're going to deal with that in the morning. Teen pregnancy is now accepted as a normal thing. It's celebrated just like being a single mom is celebrated. We're really living in the end times. Single motherhood is now celebrated as well as teen pregnancy. There was a time when teen pregnancy was condemned. It was a shameful thing. It wasn't, families were not happy. Now it's celebrated by the community. Now you get congratulations if your teenage daughter get pregnant out of wedlock. Wow. Amazing. Anyway, peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. I see Sherelle here. Salute to everybody for rocking with the platform. Hey, all I can say is educate yourself. Educate yourself. Apply the knowledge. Stop getting mad with the host and understand that when you come here, I'm going to give you raw, uncut truth. I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing. I don't pander to nobody. I don't tickle ears. I tell people things straight up. I'm not fake, right? I'm real. There's no illusions here. So that's about it, man. I'm going to go research what's going on and see what's happening with this Keke Palmer situation. Like I said, to everybody that probably sent whatever, I didn't even have to read y'all messages because as soon as I turned on Instagram, the video was already there. It's as if though the algorithm is saying, hey, Ringo, we got something for you. Check it out. It's crazy. You know? So, hey, I'll catch y'all in the morning, man. Ringo TV Reactions. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. #1 reactionary channel on YouTube, Ringo TV Reactions. All right? Y'all take care. I'm out of here. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.